Ebusuya ya mwakwa bana so after the general elections no Dr. Masufuku Prempe the running mate of Dr. Bamia yetsenenka in the public space ache pa na sabrede na po atunum tuo akire Omaru Sanda Amadu of Channel 1 TV Ebusuya wakire some of the factors ema NPP elusuye Lawyer Justin Kodia Frimpong, a general secretary of NPP, also really deep secret about factors are Emma NPP Elusu, the general elections are yet to 2024 to the NDC. Ebusia, make sure say answer the call, send me to details. No, over subscribe to this channel, unsubscribe here. Nothing, so what turn on your notification bell for latest updates. After so watch your journey after video home. Now watch channel from so be actually. You want to Ebusia? You have to abandon here, no Doctor Makubogu Prempe. Yetsenenka ache. Now, granting interview be with Channel 1 News reporter Umaru Sanda Amadu Ebusia. Now, border on the reasons why the NPP lost the elections, especially the assertion that most of the Ashantis did not cast their ballot, and now so many NPP didn't go unprecedented because we had the marginal NDC at the NPP mona too much. Ebusia. Now, some come with you no Dr. Matubuku Prepare mu say. So because said Ashanti for and to aba and I said Ashanti factor did not help her. Why should the woman go for Ebusia? Ochile mu say yes, there were several factors that lead to the loss of the elections on the part of the NPP. And it's Ebusia. Yes, Sema, Dr. Matubuku Prempe Edu Tugwa whilst granted the interview with Umaru Sanda Amadu.
We've held you for long. I'll let you go, but just my last question. When John Mahama lost in 2016, the issue was whether it was a horse that was problematic or the jockey. John Mahama being the jockey, the horse being the party. You have just suffered a defeat that has, I'm not sure, been suffered in recent time by any political party. Is it Dr. Bawumia who is a problem, Napo who is a problem, or the NPP that's a problem?
People of Ghana voted, and the results of the election is not reflective of the votes of President Mahama. Because with that same vote, John Mahama lost in 2016. That same vote. In fact, in real numbers, even he decreased his number because we have added nearly 700,000 people to the register of 2016 or more. So you have to analyze it differently. Nevertheless, MPP lost. We lost both parliamentary and presidential. I can tell you, Maru, that this loss has got nothing to do with economic mismanagement.
Who should we blame if we're looking for someone to blame?
I'm getting there. If you do the diagnosis, it's got every country in the world, when people have lost elections based on economic mismanagement, they go in droves to vote for the other party.
Or abstain?
No. I'll tell you the reason for abstinence. Everywhere citizens move in droves to support the opposition, number one reason is economic. In Ghana, I'll give you an example. In the US, Donald Trump lost election. Even when he won the first time, he lost the popular vote. He won the Electoral College. This time round when he won hugely on the popular vote at the Electoral College. And the number one reason, the base American will tell you, they saw grocery prices going through the roof.
Economy.
America, it was economy. In Ghana, people voted or did not vote. MPP people sat there with a loose term that people understand, voter apathy. Voter apathy affected both parties, but affected MPP even more. And voter apathy, when you analyze it, and, my party has sent the team around, has integrated the team. They'll come up with only one answer.
Which is?
Governance issues.
This current government?
Governance issues.
Explain that, please.
See, when people in your party are fed up with the way you are governing, they decide not to go to flock to the opposition, but they don't even want to turn up to vote. So if you've cared to listen, Everywhere you go, sometimes in some places, people were even at the police station who were saying they're not going to vote. It has never happened in this country. MPs were begging people who they knew. They said, no, they're not going to vote. That is not about economic intelligence. That's about a deep-seated problem the party hasn't addressed. And that is a
Party or
government issue.
government? So is it a party problem?
There's
or
a party that begets the government, or
Yeah. Yeah.
true or
But,
false?
but there's someone who
True
runs
or
it.
false?
Correct. But
True or false?
Yes, but
And when
you
a party begets a government, right, the leadership of the party goes to the government, right? And I'm telling you, it's a governance issue. If it's a governance issue, it means it's the government, right?
how come you didn't notice this? Or you noticed by you?
Who says LPP didn't notice it?
Why didn't you fix it before election?
Who says we could fix it? You see, you can't.
You're going for the
imagine-
iceberg. You couldn't steer
you
yourself
can't-
away.
No, you can't imagine yourself to be a master of everything at every time. G. There are certain events that you may not be able to do anything about it, and it will hit you all over the world. It is not MPP that has suffered a crash. Look, in 1992 we had 0 representation in Parliament. The country and the parties learned, because in 1992 the presidential election and the parliamentary election were 2 different dates. So when one party lost, they wrote the stolen verdict, and they decided that they were going to boycott Parliament. It was a party decision, right?
Yep.
Subsequently, that same party met and said that we should never have boycotted. It was better for us to go with a few seats that we would have won than to boycott. So the party changed, the country changed, and decided to fix both elections one day so that the snowball effect doesn't happen. And the snowball effect happened again in 2008, true or false? So you don't want people to do things because of a snowball effect. You want people to do things analyzing the situation around. But I can tell you, I was the vice presidential running candidate for my party. My party lost the election. I've stood on the chamber of the floor and said, so we only can apologize to our supporters and Ghanaians and sit down, do our homework well, and come back. Because it will not be the first time the party has come back.
This is a verdict on Akufo-Addo. You agree that this election was not about you and Bawumia, but rather how Akufo-Addo has governed the
In
party?
2008, when we lost, they said it was a verdict on Kufuor.
Did you agree?
Whether I agreed or not, it's not what people say. It's the people's opinion.
Do you agree now?
I'm just telling you. You are trying to say it's the verdict of Akufo-Addo. Every time, you just, even in asking the question, you said when John Mahama lost in 2016, people said it was John Mahama's fault.
I didn't say that.
You said that.
I said the argument was about whether
Now
it
you
was a
change the
jockey.
word
No,
to
I said it was
argument, but
whether.
it's the same thing.
No, I said it was
It's
whether the
this
jockey or the
distinction
horse.
has no difference.
No, I said it was
This
whether the
distinction- jockey. Who was the jockey?
Jockey or horse.
Who
I
was
gave
the
you two
jockey?
options.
Who was the jockey?
It came from a
Who
committee.
was the jockey?
Jockey was the rider, and then the
The
horse.
rider was who?
Mahama.
Okay.
So this time around,
people
who?
even at 2016 questioned whether the loss was because of Mahama or NDC as a party. Nevertheless, they lost. And that's why I'm saying that no matter who you blame, the party has lost.
But you haven't brought the Ashanti votes, though. Finally, that's my last question. They said you were going to bring Ashanti votes.
I hope you never ask that question again, because it might provoke somebody to insult you. The whole country didn't vote. We lost 2.1 million votes. Can it be formally Ashanti? When I hear somebody say that, I feel really that I have to insult the person. That Ashanti didn't bring a vote. What does that mean? Did Volta region bring a vote? Go and check NDC votes in 2016 and 2024, or 2020 and 2024, and look at the votes. Even in Greater Accra, John Mahama lost votes, 5% votes compared to the last elections. So we should not get on that. That doesn't make sense, insulting tribes and people.
Thank you.
Because if you disagree, that people will say, oh, NDC is not helping the Voltarians. It's a slippery slope we are setting up this country. In fact, in Ashanti, 65% of the people turn up to vote. 65% of the people on the register.
Which is higher than the 60% of the general turnout.
Yes!
The turnout is actually quite high.
The Ashanti region turnout was far. There were probably only 4 or 5 other regions that turned up higher than Ashanti. When you rate the 16 regions, probably the worst region of voter turnout was Volta region of Greater Accra. 46% or something. So please, let us not tribalize things like that.
The reason I asked that, Doc.
Let us not tribalize things like that. And to say that Baumia, the Northerner, bring the Northern votes.
Did he?
I'm asking you. So you can't ask a question that doesn't make sense, in the sense that the whole country, the votes didn't come. MPP lost.
Doc, respectfully,
2020,
Doc.
MPP got 6.7 million votes. And in 2024, MPP dropped their vote to 4.5. That is shared around the whole country. That 2.1 million loss is shared around the whole country. Ashanti region being probably at that time the most populous region for vote. But people also should understand that for a long time, the highest region for NDC vote has always been Ashanti region, the whole country.
And that's why many
You know
said.
that?
That's why many
You
said
believe that?
we've done the analysis. Don't
generalize and say. Do you believe that
Doc,
that the NDC's highest vote is always in Ashanti region?
Doc, the NDC's highest vote.
Omaru, Sanda.
Doc,
Sanda.
my question to you
brought
is,
something that I'm asking the question. You said you do the data. You just told people that you do the data.
I am
you
saying
do
to you that, Doc.
I'm saying that
The reason,
NDC's highest single highest regional vote. If it's NDC says they have a World Bank, right? The vote of the NDC World Bank is in Ashanti.
No problem. The reason I asked the question I asked was, you see, when you were nominated, people say, oh, you're from Mensha. It's very significant, and I'm using Mensha importantly here. They even said your lineage to Nana Prempeh.
I never heard all that.
Okay, maybe if it's not true, then that's fine. But that's what I heard. And they said
my lineage is true.
Yes.
But these arguments you are making, if the fringe makes an argument, it doesn't mean the general.
So they say you're going to harvest the
Say
votes.
who? Give me one name.
A lot of the party
No,
supporters said
it's not true.
the reason they chose you.
The party supporters, or Baumia didn't choose me because I was Ashanti. Have you asked Dr. Baumia?
No, I haven't.
So how do you then go to somebody who has the exclusive reason for choosing a candidate and then say that some people you met at the roadside are saying they chose Napo because of Ashanti? That is, again, tribalizing elections in this country.
Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you.
That's Honorable Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh.
Ebuso Ebekaya, bra what did Dr. Matubuku Prempeh by as running mate, there were some research and I said there were some assertions that he was going to win over 85% of the Ashanti vote to help the MPP secure victory in the elections. Now, so you say so that vision, wasn't able to be realized, and I said it went contrary. I don't see what TN seminar Dr. Matubuku Prempeh and I said there were several factors that led to the defeat of the party. I mean the MPP. Now, same way, the general secretary of the MPP. Lawyer Justice Kodia Frimpong, ne kopie mo, and so on Kwame Nkrumah ticket of OKFM. Atwehwe nkomo, e wade eche bia so busua, we reveal a lot of deep secrets also the MPP's defeat in the just ended parliamentary and presidential elections. Busua, yeti Lawyer Justice Kodia Frimpong some on the Kwame Nkrumah atwehwe concerning factors leading to the defeat of the NPP.
No question is the SNO how be a higher party penny for how Mamadi party na China. Now, the number of videos were kind of said as general secretary of the party. Oshe and Kofua Omotuaba and Kanka maybe your friend, your stronghold. Now, can you say be a holiday in the Padu Donna Momotuaba and Kunibaba? Na the Bonifen Apathy. Osha votes are in 2020 over 6.7 million votes. Na 2024, the Kotoa Banes was about 4.5. No, what when you crash out with Mabu, Ponko will say the over 2 million and Kotoaba. It has to be a Kavota register. No, let's say be a cleaning or Amaya Twati. Yeah, this is a limited registration. I'm for 800,000 card account. And the car, I'm not sure the car you vote no, about cost us in the Kenya 2020. No, and no partner in say at the committee, I might pay down or more efficient more. But maybe some personal as general secretary of the party. I mean, people were disappointed. People were hurt to be na and Kofa Mabu. Na Kofodi and Kanka Mwa no mu di party na chi ebi ye adwuma ma party no 2016 sacrifices I call for youth do no mu di party na chi ebi a no mu wo and that's what say party ni ba be ma o menye adwuma ye businessmen na say bi ton moja padie bi do musika support party no na if you watch adwuma say ye na ebi kwa contractors no ma ye adwuma bebos afi mi no mu posika yentimi ntwa omo bank won sensema ba ye DDEP say bi omo no musika kwhye investment mu omo nsa entima nka musika any normal bebre course see kwame MPP party titinya ya ba kwasem o hwe kwan ya fa so tie party no sebi catch for mo school for student leadership no mo di party na chi o hwe sebi for people from the academia professors lecturers sebi party no fit titinya ya MPP so wa catch for party sebi mo monim di omudi echi omudi dwa businessmen and women do na you kufado aba MPP abai say your camp project the infrastructure there's no two ways kan wa ohun adwuma aba ne ye there's also about it goes beyond just project and infrastructure so be do baby na comedy nipa na nipa ho che na nipa no hwe bia project awaya obaka say comedy mintimeja me ba be di wachi. And no any multi-trip so we lost touch with our base. Now sabi nipa na so be obi aho. And na se nipa no trans na we ya de na obu ponko kohwe se no ma me ye bi atwa ye betana won bi a amboa enti bi a ma me no ma hwe egu ya. Fa me boni me say just eat the humble pie. Sabi ye penifre di partner nim o ma pen that de kufuado. You about me a national chairman, your partner in an banana pay, make no video. Say be a cheater for a disappoint two or more. The four lectures for a man in Yamako Mamanonia, a big crowd try to take it by or Mamma boy sponsor partner in the last 8 years. Sabi, the Moshe Monsan Cano, Bobby Iron Fonso, Mofanche. Da sebi no ma issue ogwini nyina no ye nyina ye betra se ebuponko aka se na no no ma esi ye no ene kwase BCB ye koye nim 2028 na ni nyina ka esese ya party ne de ba reforms de beba na ye hu se every bi no se party bia no o position party you strong the party ni na to me ne ba be ma na ba na be stronger than the party it is say be na ye MPP de beba at all times, even making sure that the party will forever remain bigger and higher than Abaya Ebeba. The part of the recommendation they and they are normal. The Beba party it's imaginary. Then party be also permitted.
Aha, Bakwana may be Bobisan say. Nipa bebre I know did nkomo aftermath of the elections no I say one more proposal for constitutional amendment. Now keys among them say ya to aba party na de mampani ba eba ba mu ba ekodu se ye ma appointment ya mampani nko na be ma appointment fit le copy me na ase na ne namfofo hye ha ni nuanum nie uka bibia wontie enu no modwen hu se mu be ye amendment wo mo se ka hu bi pa na ya odie mu eba ye
kwame me no ya adwen na no crowd there any amene mo sister station bi interview me kan wasem ni nyas e sha se fi ebra ibe flag bearer no kan be fa so aye campaign team kwame me ma dream there ye koye nim no say ye take campaign team at all times the chairman of the campaign team should be the national chairman of the party. To be a better campaign team, yeah, will be a bus, will be a campaign manager, will be a campaign chairman. There be the national chairman of the party to be the campaign chairman. Then two, say Labra cry be you crampo. Say be a party in there you, the party in there quacoton. And a baby no so committees a better be a baby no say finance quite party no finance committee. The finance committee chairman or chairperson should be the head of the finance for the campaign. Over operation say be a party no operational ring no, and they say lead this campaign now. So the next year is geared towards a year about me and as a campaign year 2024. But the previous campaign, year campaign be a baby, I said, yes, in the BCB, a possible. Your car party manifesto, and then your positions, the over MPP Article 14 now. Say you are more parliament, Mashuja for them, or more ever former sector committees are almost the spokesperson for the party. Those sector committees. And they be about energy, a business spokesperson, about help, a business spokesperson. So, as spokesperson, no, they should form the manifesto committee of the party. And let's say, you be flag bearer, we now for the about manifesto committee, or mobile share. Then, at all times, the leader of the party should be the national chairman. You are now, you are president, let's say a 12 back or flag bearer. So the leader of the party should be national chairman of the party. And now, the here to party say that the can say, as you minister was the idea party no ever financially independent. They could be able to set South Africa ANC. Party now come for Sunyomsika. The party no are buying any abandon, and let's say a ban a better party no, the Gumeso. The party no MPP and they ban say remember Kishore say a quiet befaswa party no financially no it be independent. It be independent and somehow working no will be addressed. And the only not reforms are your cost. I mean, I get picture back apart from the sit for be disappointed in this anomaly. Hey, your polling station set up. I'm well for you so. When your interview for be a quarter about parliamentary presidential primary, will be 1,000, will be 2,000. So I could say, if we had seen, I'm a idea a quick party in the papa. Now, maybe a general secretary 2022. I mean, there's a whole try you cool more because they been see that. Say, in the history of this country, as general secretary be under your watch. What my 3 by-elections in less than 2 years. Sure, you are Baswa, a couple of hundred currency. 2 by-elections about so 2023 May. You really June in a Saturday by-election. I was enough. You really 2024 May was so. Me, I mean, ya Jokuma, a couple of hundred currency. A by-election where you so. Problems have come. You do no if we. Say, young co-finance a comedy and make a campaign. Obu Okra conference were polling station executive, that's one to conference war. Obu Okra, Kumano Motu Kumam, I, Moya polling station elections, Moya, for the Abon, Mama Yan to Abanibi, until the Mom Korea campaign. Like it's in the quiet dinner, Kwame, you could talk about what you so. And this is for engineer, independent candidate, you were doing in the Kojinai. Now you call for cry intimate babon, maybe I could be independent candidate. Me now some both who say a polling station acquire you a be muffin. But the campaign your breath a brand your voter audit, your share of more voter register, you bit my show, Miss Macochamo. I will not to be open the program of my rounds crack or your audit and now. And to your polling station structure, the idea, your partner, against the cyber. Come on, be blabba, the panny BCO, you
Bakwa, you be kind and say, maybe you be a tiffy, where a delegate, maybe a delegate. Now, what prime minister to a bar or bar, what could a fridge, will be could a TV. Now, what dinner force who didn't come out. Oh, a candidate when you're on my 4,000, now where's my 5,000 to me, and quite a million 9,000. Says I am a bassam, the only tiffy and one go to.
Comment, not count. They say, and in there before I met them go. It is when I idea as a partner, yet to me say, choir polling station elections, no, a cost, and then conform Kakabam Kotraban, a idea, a deep partner. Now, unfortunately for us, Kwame, a bra may be general secretary, not 2 polling stations are buried. near two constituency are very, near two regional very. And they say go buy a structure in ya, the foundation in ya. I'm only trying to be able to work with it. But when I'm Copadarama, yet the war is seeing a year never police station elections. So, Sam said, yeah, may far so a year elementary prime minister. I'm a 2 year one to do one to Bassa. I really know. Ubia will use with the tomb, Ubia will use with the tomb. South can prepare so. And the Babba Fast, the polling station, the Babba Fast association, the Bashan. Yes, Nipani be dynamic and say, Ebinaka, all card bearer members in ya and Fabanibi. And no, yes, but you have to be guided. Come young quiet, you can more quiet to be out. For instance, your former officers or me. You will have a former police station executive, will be a former electoral area coordinator. Party, yeah, your power and partner say ever with the former. Your former just a party in will be in the but I'm performing now at the point in time, the short party near Mama Party.
There be a former MPs.
A be quite a former MP. To call it a Ben Yakasia Kotwaba, a MP, a presidential candidate, no be a former MP on Twabanibi. Be a former constituency officer, constituency chairman, constituency executive on Twabanibi. And your person and the menu ya say you be your party name. Man, the paddle door to Trabanibia. Indian giving card all card bearer members squad. You won't conform my party, mother will be a former executive in ya. I say, be a more kind, a moment you Trabanibi. Then, if we are over polling station was as well. Mamma, your party will be a friend a polling station register. And no, say, a married terminal, you'll find serious fan yet to make a this time around, you will make sure, say, the cat polling station register said the MPP former polling station or say Kuka your committees me boy. I say I must be in the polling station here. We pass in the MPP committee, maybe I was soon be about or much over every 3 months beyond you update your voter register no. And no money is easy to identify your party members. It will say be a parliamentary prime minister, that's a presidential prime minister. One polling station with many 80 or 100 or me MPP former trouble. One kick out bomb constituency back with many 10,000 or even 15,000 for former electoral college. And no car bomber said, okay, campaign with me and it's the donor moment to make a bomb campaign. The polling station was there. Said them call for Thomas party for now, you to say, SSS Saban in never share a marriage, I normally never go. Amen. Yes, I'll call your name. Also, the discussion, Yaba. Instead, say be able to abandon free police station. And they are called national. Yes, starting free national. Then from that polling station. Now, reasons are bidding money. Say, for instance, OSHA 2025, you won't say. National officers or ABA elections, no, ABA elections, maybe. Ebi a region, ebi nkobi, ebi a constituency, ebi nkobi. So we are sure ya ebi tomati na 2025 no, ye ni bibia. Ni nyaba kujina 2026. By the time I bet to 2026, I ban from constituency, ebi ko region, ebi ko national. Na mre no ko. The same 2026 no, Osha party constitutional. It says your positional, ebi to your flag bearer 2 years before the general elections. And to our share 2026 no. The elections by the time I buy any area no, near 2027. So people are of the opinion say it's year national no input this year. It gives national officers or member the time to take to be able to make positive impact. Say, okay, you are to national area. The national caucus supervisor regional, and now say you are to swab area or no one said any interest be a then say ABA. Your cultural region, not national to ye. Not national, we be normal crime self at our regional, not as human institution, which means as we so the same your time if I come back to the same thing applies from region. See, I told region, I very not region, Quackshire constituency. Constituency is a good interest beer because we're not on coalition beer. And so constituency Quackshire police station, I told the Strawberry, also your interest beer. Tell me a discussion and conform so deba. But the only challenger or honor problem one is So one minute better about his uncle for his family. And the current executive no more than a and I said, they been a bit any idea, and also, yeah, show whom I better. But whatever say be bottom top or say be top bottom, no, I strongly believe that Kimina can before 2025, no, ebe end no. It may yes, I elections when no flow. Say be a party limit many time 2026, 2027, no. You may share no my the executives for more bit many clear mandate and vision with my segment. To it now normal.
Okay.
Kwame and come on,
na mami ni sa ade ba ko na ye ka appointment say party na ba ban mu no you say it's a so prerogative of the president na wa make appointment ni ade mo won she bi say mo be timi ay amendment say ye nyai ma president no ko anya appointment ni sabi party na de ne ba ban mu sika mo de ye campaign no ni ono ko ana epeye na e ba ko du ba bi no wo hwe obi a wada adwuma bia msi obi a chobo ekura wanka bida wa ko busa ne so we nipa e de ne ko enu ka wo bi na nipa bebe adi yawo se de tie we nu mu ba ye ne den
kwame me no ya adwen the ninya ko wie se party no structures ne be strong ninya ko wie se party no financially be independent ninya ko wie se ye mema tumi kese na no abedi party no enti bakoda obi oba be ye fankatuni ama party no o tiase ehu se e party no na de neba e party no hihye e na de neba e party no tumi na medi akira me ba be ye adwuma enti se bi de party no be kam ene na de be ye adwuma te nya akobasa na obi enu se party no na finance wo campaign party no and the manifesto abro. Sana ma we nyina no for in place. But the na anya sa response no ama party no anya stronger than ABA flag by obeba and aban obeba. They will continue to have this problem. To me, I strongly agree with you. Say five reforms na beba nyina no should have all those things in mind. They be drew on it. No body area party no will say, but like I said, certain positions do have. It is reserved for the party, no fair party, no be making so positions, no. Maybe obi also worry, no also interest. To base you did certain percentage amount. At all points in time, no. Obi was say in what happened in the government. Tell them no, you didn't pass.
na mami musa MPP ye ka say the kaka yi a catch for party wo hwe the history ba enu akra na 54 years down the lane a champion ebetu buzi aban guye enura 13th January 1971 yeah na eba ni say enna so those kind MPP a wo ka the business community na nipa bi kura na wo mo bedom domono every progress party no mo ba nyina no nkrofo a wo mo fi se na wo ne wo CPP ne Ronnie Saban ba no wo mo tietie wo fa hodie so wo be ka bo mu enyi se nipa ko ka se me nkoto aba na ade no spread across the country it na de be na aba ama academia no de so wo mo kura nka wo mo nye business wo mo so ankoto
Kwame ninya no free to the American say ebufu any disappointment politics no sabi
okay FM 1.7
any kwan a nipa nso beto ase be ampa Kwame Nkrumah nsema wo kana mene ne ya adwen empo so no kra no bibi nkoyi a I still have confidence in Kwame Nkrumah say a child bit my baby. But the moment baby nipa no be free say one temoa nipa be free say bia Kwame Nkrumah adwo a wo ye no as won tie me no no ade say bi na adwen ya eno e the problem ba. And Kwame be kai pa be general secretary. One of the first activities I made here was to try to bring the government closer to the party. I'm a here. Now I'm inviting ministers ever part to office. CEOs ever part to office. Say, Omama Yoku, and you more Moyo Master, say, Beya, a bit more communicating. I'm a man for It is all common. I no money in Naya, dear, Sabi, Uncle, you are my partner. And then I'm a jail video so Kaya, me get to me, say, no matter what, Bakumi and Bua, Uncle, Ama, and Kankanya, your war baby. Come say, say I would buy it now, 24 more digger. Come say, be the higher cassette partner, is the cassette. Come say, be Nipa, Ebia, Okofa no maba, na dollar costro, na pounds are costro. Okofa no money by Ebia or Boboka. Come Nipa Costa, I said, be part of it in our catchinary.
BBN.
It's a weird party officer. We did not secretary now. A human team because I buy a number of two. I buy a share bayano. A queer bit my bow, and queer bit my quetia. Intimidation will be cast all in a party national officers, no, there's a Kamuya Siasa Mokase. I will not make who are national officer bit Meka. By the end of the executive power, the aim crowd. If you bear the government and Kayajana, the not secretary, the Baby Jabba, think I say, or my penny shuffle. If it's a day, I said, my canoe, their man, need an arm, enemy. Anything the mammy Bob and Timmy Casa 7. But okay, you know, I'm a more penny bit to know if they're no more wound, and that's how I was wound. And to time of bear reshuffle, if they're time or yet, I'm white. That be in levy named Bet nearby, make a wow, Yan and I be a part piece of crack and wash it. That's our taxes here, dear, a cutia. And a brand near see a casa, you can wash them. But I'm with Penia. Say, no many and a mobile to be an abu to trouble on Tabaka. One should send you her, work out a good partner. But as national officers, with respect to me as dinner secretary, no more caution and Yadeno, the next time about what Timbeka. We call Bruno Halfo. Appointees be an asset or more region call more call. Appointees be almost 2 more face will be to make us say, only the Juma or your public service Juma, only the net party Juma 7 or no mind never bomb cocoa. Now said baby I want to see you as minister. Baby no I want for a new name baby that do I cut now. A party me really a mile bet now. Then a party me bass over moi, party me bass will be a baby. The original free mobile home call. I'm a castle domo so mind I will start mentioning names. But when now idea as partner you can't watch them. Amen. The SMN year crown said 2023. It's on record. Many of us were advocating say your presidential primaries no and the parliamentary primaries no. Young and tell. Am I suggest say young to the baby a baby June July. If you say na and this a koi era Mahama in me. And see your koi at no a higher grade. Have the electoral commission a voter registration October. Now, district assembly elections will be course of December. Pame, you can watch them echo steering committee, you can watch them echo national executive committee, you can watch them echo national council, you can watch them to the STEM class, the council of elders, you say, and in your support of members of parliament, maybe quite agreeing said. You're tuning them a big bomb a partner prepare. My name also, your call ya, your cocaine, don't do it, baby. You're trying to call November. November, the Koto, your presidential prime is a year about me. Last time, and now said not young election team. There was division in the party. Maybe a registration crowd again, a couple mommy agreeing personal. Mommy agreeing cost because you agree or internal contest. So, assembly elections, they will have MPP for no more in two. So we could now, no more cases saying acquiring interest because of we support the aspirant we support the aspirant we.
Wow.
And yes, we have car internally. Let's say yes, we have two. Say yes, now you won't be as a party. Decision be a take here. Yes, I'm why because election is a process. And then one day event, like I say, be a never but before I about to be personal. Say the normal be blessed. I did a mammy, I'm shame about to know. And they say, I'm a share some constituencies assembly election, we make us a politics, by a politics. Will be a original assembly election, be an MPP or in the NDC or not that do how share assembly members there, NDC vote me winning in a certain constituency, then I knew they were going to have problems in those constituencies. A quarter baby share, our constituency in Lucy Parliamentary. They do not see assembly elections, no course. And as a party, no Kwame, no apart from your cheetah for an Mabama, normal decision, do not make her. You can't don't me take your arm pattern. Tell us that you are your phone so to say your coin. You take a decision now. It's not about that will be interest. It's not about that will be free saying yes. You should always think about the bigger picture. Say when you're here, about party, no. When you're there in the interest of the party, based on calendar, I work on. Saying yes, it me. Saying it should be a lesson for all of us. We did you say, Kwame, you to treat a normal. Now, no, the emotions at 20. Legitimate say this is the reality. The core battle. Ghanaians have overwhelmingly rejected us. Young call for Tuaba. The country could see, you know. Want me air force of winning now with the tobacco. That's it in a class and then I make a. Now, I can't
be making a UBC certain decisions by government. Ekutiamu papa pabako eye levies bia na ye GS sanitation levy na afei mo apprentice bedu be na yakohu $1 million e de nipa ko account mu ko bisa wo say ai ni nua wuye na e bon sanko $1 million na afei obi tia na ne bufu wo wa yes GR fo se ye nipa abetra obi store nipa ko wota ade a yem nipa ko wunu se ade a wato no ye begye ne to ni nyina no musumu ye adwadifo ekotia mo ema domestic debt exchange program kopim se mo former chief justice etimi call demonstration mere wafo come demonstration na California tati won fi. It is certain decisions they be almost about 60% and lose no egina decision government take yana emwa the populace.
Kwame, me know you are doing 100%. And part of challenges and other hazards are party officer now Abema office. Na no mebu ha obitima kawase. No mebu ha obitima cheware. No mebu ha obitima babontin obekani nyina. But at the end of the day no, too many crowd. And the suggestion that you ba na permanent command me no dia yeka wasem say we must make sure say in our reforms you know party very stronger, very clear the constitution who the leader of the party is, party decision they were bema any seat. I know many idea say this is a constitution. So to the extent say a man is trying to move na party name na party ne kasia in a party here. A very clear no constitution now. So the abandon call one now we try to more or very careful because then no the constitution like. Then said the said said Kwame the party new awarding them it na naswa obi say oh ebia okokasa atem na ebia na party nyamwa the programs ebia na agba no kwa amwa ana ma we na ya dia ekutia party entimi dem free say the reforms na ekono ye be financially independent ye man yet clear party manifesto say na eka party no wa be ma djuma be yes amane ya de na party ni nya adwena in BC the national chairman be di party na ma sa no mani nya ya say ya say de ba party na be boa because kwa me areho say edu ba bi no na edin wuti ejadifo se mo ka wuti se bi ye ma no mo former chief justice se mo ka ni sa do ma nyina am sa no mo nya kutia o ma be bi say it na for a station and confirm ko ye adwuma me 1 year in Chomoka. Youth in sanitation. That mom year juma why 8 months na ma kwa kan wasan was still so. In Chomoka. Napo for ko year juma in Chomoka. Say the school fee the former ko year juma in Chomoka. Am okay kasa ni padudu nyaboma. We are talking about 200,000 people. Now and no option no cry.
Also dependence.
Almost dependent upon almost do much. And you said be that 200,000 omuka so omunko twaba omuki ta for mu dependent e ka so omunko twaba contractors o ma ye adwuma be bosome be miensa o afi ye ntwe omuka kwani tenya mo wa se yipa be over be 2 million anko twaba o ke kasa no ma we nyina bom omo a sebi omu fi se o ma twaba ma esa ebi omu krom omo kwan on pese ye mom ye ntimi anya mom baby omo free say project bi na say cost ye ntimi anya mom ami pa ko no bu ha wo ye npp ni wo ye ne dan ya on mandisi da se npp ya de na national do we yan so nkoto aba me boa you go also wo ye ndc ni e bi ono so amani ndc amani de bia do we yan so nkoto aba bo nkoto aba it indirectly or indirectly affects you as a party. And when you are normal, Kwame, in the last 8 years now, if you say a course, Ambwa, a Juma dear, we cannot take it away from Yaban. Say Juma Pai, Juma de on work with you come and come up pencil, but a Juma Ban we are your agenda 111 hospitals, a free education, a day by year, I want this to one blood. Any idea, boy, man, but if election go beyond this project. It's about human management, and as a party, as a government, I will admit that one, you got it wrong. You now count it, I mean,
now, the issue of free senior high school, our boss, now, you say on record, no man really in Kwalabe 5 million and above. Now, 5 million in Kwalabe, Trua, and think Mumbetina Ghana more votes, Ankasa, Wama for Ebeto, and no, slogan and now say a program I'm going to buy ya 1 month in years 1 trouble. Why?
0.7. Let me also idea a probably bread and butter issue. Kwame, we education by Abua Ama and Kofa said be only be Timenya Konyako school. Now, so Kwame Jackson said. In the last years, not to be a 1 year or 3 months, we had challenges with the free education. I said, we will share the videos about Bontain and Kwanaja, the Diamono Kwanes Anoman. I said, they are our course could be at the Gianni Dimaya Basano. You think so of a free education?
Daddy.
At that point, now come I didn't be a Jana, the money that service be our demand and Queen. And none of us was back to Traba. And said, not by a policy near very good, but managing it in the normal challenges you go through. No, any idea I said, yet 9 in the year, make my cassette do also go for appreciate it. Then a told me, now so not the Indian back on our force of the catcher. One will be now for the Juma Ayabasa, will be a coffee Juma Quasoba, not $1.70 Hano. Contracted bill, yeah, Juma, one professional seeing Chanaka. What kind of information on the money ban?
Obakas on Tuntiam. And I'm not to cry.
Until I didn't idea, a course, no matter be a year, no. Yeah, by number 2 billion, no, maybe a year, no. As was said at the Papa Biblia, it's me. It should be a lesson for us as a party.
Wow. Now, what's a committee? A person Michael Quay's committee. So I'm looking into the buy the said the Yedi Hunkomoya and my party need to be into. Now, I'm out for so I express say, Papa said we were boy Juma when Yini. Also as a semi compass, you would also big district any constituencies in be a form pa. Now what me who said ye and near city. It meaning say what he said in Crawford is aiding the composition of the committee. I say composition also no Professor Emeritus, Professor, Doctor, Ninya de one see Nadambo Chemui na attach Yamui. Eti kanipa bi wo a wo mu yesa na ka mu fa wo mu na ko mu kofam pa wo gi nsɛn
Kwame medas eno eche MPP the quality of materials na say pinfo ayi wo party no mo didi say bi akobo edin abokwa ko bi so aka say adna akobo wedin no akobo wedin ne kwasem ne say committee na National Council TN Lanka Ushimpa Neg SA 2 committees. First committee no a constitutional review committee. Number share your party your constitution no. It's 92 eba challenges a woman say. Now I'm making recommendations say I'm not trying to say omo to adwene no. Omo fi say constitution e be article woman e be across be a woman see you free. Esi edue entene de na ye mra adwuma no mba be na ye party so Kwame ye kan okreto wo hwa ye kan open for the power of party constitution, constitutional law, almost last year. They're going to me from Sabako free.
Oh, daddy.
Then Ubo to say you are FF Phantom. By your former treasurer Bantuma, by your 3 times regional chairman, Ashanti region, or better national vice chairman, or better national vice chairman, and the above partner about Kosama, or is experience power. And now share my gift to former MP or a Takon Sayama, 4-time member of parliament. The above parliament in 7-year party was a Mautiase. Because our committee needed now come back to say, the party constitution. And the second committee, the fact finding committee, among review elections. Family said, you two say, hospital never come aboard. If we say, doctor, they did me a show. And he said, "This all quite fact-finding committee who quite researcher." So he said, "Or more money in there, or more tis argument as you, or more money as argument." That's an idea.
Sure.
And I pray so. And now he said, "Yeah, I said, you're not secretary. I know you're part of the campaign, or you're part of the committee. Now, Obi, I said, work campaign or what about review." Next will be a play rule be our campaign about the Kawa. If it's of the Kawa, and my Germany repainting. The understanding was said of what said the no money tracker be our campaign. Said they are almost now shaka the crap. And a 2, young pen call for almost said any close relationship be our party structure. No, Rebecca say be we are down for new way, when you are your German to a canal small to make and said the young pen call for. You almost do a more independent for the academia. I omit me a year, man. And mind you, Kwame, about 29 people from Kwanakotaba, a gun in Nabato. It is a young call for almost a bit more reach out to the civil society, be a mark a good former teacher for a man telling my bawa, and for 4, a suffer for any call for a sebi, almost people for, but if you want to about men people. We need to find out beyond the party and say, Jane will be a confound to my and confound Papa Traba. And then you share my yes, for young man said, more universities, academia for professor for the doctors. So they don't now research background. And they don't now data analysis background. If you say, more 8 years, man, I bet one man, you could be a person about the talk. And you really say, okay, a 1 year constitutional review. And I'm more research am at the point no one say Omojuma never overlapping because who are a fast finding for normal casa remember the recommendation say oh the party in the choir share constitution the choir pastor to abano yes sano then now what affect the constitution to say be yeah ma for no constitution for the new Omojuma we and stand a fast finding for na be na there be a recommendation be ban and send the commercial constitution for and the idea young community number the community then they can present one document it will share fact finding committee and constitutional review committee and the cabo okay said who form a committee now what Michael who is the most senior most personal so it means Obakaso woman and chairman
David
and in terms of party history, in terms of pedigree, in terms of experience, and a manager. But that does not mean say things are not never cook for my way. Because Juma or a sub committee no obey. And in any case, so committee is not limited to Nepal level on one. We gave them the mandate say they can even opt members to join the committee. I said, "Be a Juma with my name." Jimino can say, "Or match or money to or more northern zone." Middle zone and a southern zone. Our money call for the Kanwa, or more status or more around that. Once and call for in the full flow of the Kanwa, no more you be a boy, no more county, come let it.
Yeah, now, it's in nature said, what do you can you pa? Now, election now, because as a general secretary of the party, no, role being power specifically now play.
Father, what elections, of course, as the qualifications for the campaign. Maybe man said now measure between party and the campaign communication the question. In terms of the data, your registration in terms of self resources as a shamanic. Nina idea na mission. A possible relationship between Atino, Black Berano, and Empo, your campaign or one of your parliamentary candidates now, they are their mission. Kwame, the question said challenges can see part you face you or Atino, even as operation director. Again, baby, the relationship between the tripod and parliamentary candidate, the constituency chairman or the constituency executive, and the MMDC, the baby not you.
What? For what reason?
If it's a challenge is no one said, if I baby no overshare MC or information was on my parliamentary candidate, the Sanka. MCB free said, a relationship say be a party meeting be among consulting and sound manner. They will have almost consultation may be a car. And sometimes I not coming. I said a dear campaign. I ended up doing mostly reconciliation. Now we wish have no quack or no quack. Then in terms of logistics, no challenges. There be a party campaign. If you be no while with my complaints campaign team now so I resources. They do baby no can watch my party structure no so they will not be party structure now it became the problem. It when there are challenges are
that me know logistics no now more the man.
You see logistics a two parts. There were one that and the one and if basic.
You but I want to my among now what you're doing.
What the backward is free party no call from the national party constituency account directly.
Okay.
Or the common constituency no. And the one that they free campaign team the parliamentary candidate one. And at the point we raised that issue said you making sure say the any could be entering constituency and cassette ABI at Abreno. Say because the party must be in the known. That challenge is really a normal course.
Because me say sikani logistics amode kono ebi o wa ekosia sumisi so a omo we yamane ebi o kora no a esi ni so a wa pocket say sika wo mfa ma e me mfa nya dwuma eni nyina ka ho bi
come and look for no baby or cry the panel. For instance, guitar car, Nana measure almost 5 DB or more patients mom. What I did was to call all the executives and Kanka chairman, parliamentary candidate, MMDC, organizer, woman organizer, no more so many are some moment. BBC and about more cotton as can you believe that very well more agrees or more produce or more quarter in Quackwatas? There are certain places you have one my instructions say name caution. If I could do for more credit before. Now when I there committee na ya now, so much that so more constituencies now. Over to San Omar now. In some constituencies they work together. Over that say a BBC nearby, Yentas in Cabo. I mean the idea about a Kutia party or Bembia, that sense of entitlement, that said arrogance, said the petty free say ABR, the minister be, the petty free say ABR, the MPB, the petty free say ABR, the MMDC, BT, the BBR. In these elections, come an idea, a man NDC to me winning elections week. And they said they were more angrier and hungrier than MPP. MPP were just angry among ourselves. Internal wrangles, one name called for Casa, Munjai, also we have called 3 or 4 times. One more for transit, one crazy, one more share transit, make sure not come at the Pontoka. They do have some elections, MPP for me, you know. Oh, Bujama, Unyanko, Mumienuka, Melusu. And over Cairo, Yatigena, your family people, but I know Monomaque. It said that you have been a swaying. It seems a 29 new Ukraine, edu be na ko father to na be be catch to bia na strategy we be more bia o ni yes yake na so be na no ho no makọ ebi foforo it wey na a lesson as a part no say bia betina fie no ye betra se ye behwe no me course ni pa say be di ma show mo nsa information de more o man to anamo ina ya de a behwe edu hujuma
Ebusuya mesho se obekire wadwene afa sanse mi ho na wa share video na fro so nya bi ahwe. Dr. Masoku Prempeh mu a there were several factors. The apathy of the NPP, it contributed to the loss of the elections. Nemo Ochilemu said, NDC has always won most of the regional votes from the Ashanti region. Ochilemu said, Okan region say Ghana 60 regions in Ofa regional NDC nya most of the votes the Ashanti region because Ochilemu said, yes, the NDC price itself said the voter region is a World Bank, but Osha votes every voter region back compared to that of the Ashanti region. Now say the MPP gets more favorable votes from the Ashanti region than even the voter region. And today now count NDC winning the 2024 general election. So the Bushama show say obekire wadwene afa sansem sem nyina ho na afi so no wa share video na foforo enya bi ahwe. Eya mo sonfo nana apia. The mo besia medam ase.